Welcome to today's Snapshot for Dr. Martin Luther Church. I'm Steve Samuelson, the new interim. It's good that you tuned in. I'm glad I can speak with you. I can't wait till I can meet you face to face. Let me remind you again, Sunday we will be distributing our Lord's body and blood through fruit of the vine and bread distributed at 11 o'clock on Sunday until noon. Please drive through for this chance to receive our Lord's presence. I want to talk a bit about friendship this morning. Friendship occurs in many ways. Long books have been written about friendship. But one of the aspects of friendship is that it responds when there's a crisis. My wife reminded me recently how she went into labor 2.5 months early before her due date with our daughter who now lives in Madison. We called a couple and immediately, without question, the wife drove over right away while my wife went to the hospital and the labor was stopped. It was a wonderful experience to have that love and support in a crisis. When my wife asked the woman what she could do to repay her, she said, "Oh, you'll be able to pay it forward in the future. Just do that." Well, we have a crisis now. How do you respond immediately when people have a need? I think of the line Jesus said in the 15th chapter of John when he washes the disciples' feet and says, "Love one another as I have loved you. Greater love hath no person than to lay down one's life for one's friends." How do you lay down your life in the coronavirus era? One of the ways might be through challenging somebody to say, "I think you might be better served by behaving in a certain way." When my wife went into early labor and then came back from the hospital safe and sound, where she could wait a little while longer for the baby, the husband of this wife said to my wife, "You may not do any more wallpapering in the house while you're pregnant. You may not paint the house. We had just moved there. You need to take it easy." She listened and safely delivered our youngest daughter. Another thing you can do is contact people. I'm sure some of you have been doing that. I know I've been talking to my siblings more now in this coronavirus era than ever before, either by messenger, email, or through telephone conversations. I've had contact with my seminary classmates through Zoom meetings, stuff we didn't do before the coronavirus. One time I called on a woman in our church who was a shut-in. I was bringing her communion, and she said, "Pastor, I really miss church so much." And I said, "Is it the services and the sermons?" Hoping she would say, "Oh, yes." She said, "No, I don't miss that. What I miss most is the passing of the peace." "Esther," I said, "why is that?" She said, "Because that's the only time I feel the touch of another human being during the week." Tells you something, doesn't it, about those who might be alone during this coronavirus. No one ever said, "Oh, pastor, oh, friend, I wish you hadn't called to check on me." Have you ever said to somebody, "I wish you wouldn't do it," when they said, "I'll be praying for you"? No, I think you know how we can respond. Let's conclude with the hymn, "Blessed be the tie that binds." Blessed be the tie that binds our hearts in Christian love. The unity of heart and mind is like to that above. God bless you today.